The Mahabharata, Adi Parva, Chapter 13. Ekalavya, the proverbial pupil of the prestigious Preceptor. Ekalavya belonged to a forest tribe of barbarians. The barbarian had best aptitude for archery. Aptitude requires appropriate opportunities for self-realization. Ekalavya heard about Drona, the ideal teacher of archery, and he longed to be a pupil of the great preceptor. Drona was the prestigious preceptor of the princes of the royal family. But how can he go to Hastinapura and join the Royal Academy of Military Sciences? So, in his own humble way, he erected a mud statue of Drona, installed it in a special hut of leaves, and regarding him as his preceptor, began the practice of archery with dedication and devotion. Every night he dreamed of his prestigious preceptor, but worked hard every day to acquire proficiency in the art of archery. Ekalavya imagined that he acquired the great skill in the art of archery by the grace of Drona, who instructed him in absentia. Ekalavya is the epic example of the classic theory that in education, inspiration is the most important ingredient and instruction is only a subsidiary factor. One day, the Kaurava and Pandava princes went on a hunting expedition into the forest where Ekalavya was living. A dog belonging to the royal party saw a wild boar and began to bark. Suddenly, showers of strange arrows hit the dog in quick succession, following the soundtrack from an invisible and incomprehensible source. The princes plucked out the arrowheads from the bleeding dog and encountered Ekalavya, who came to the spot unostentatiously. The unerring precision with which Ekalavya could hit at the unseen target was an unpleasant surprise to the princes. Arjuna asked him, "Who are you? Any god or Gandharva or an aboriginal? Who is your preceptor?" Ekalavya replied, "Great prince, I am Ekalavya, a humble pupil of the great preceptor Dronacharya and a son of this soil." The princes returned home, but Arjuna could not forget Ekalavya. Next day, the prince narrated their encounter with Ekalavya, the preceptor, and praised his matchless skill in the art of the bow. Drona said, "Archery, a luxury of the princes, is a necessity of the barbarians. However, their skill must be limited and rudimentary." But Arjuna attested to the superiority of Ekalavya and added, "Revered sir, you have promised me to make me the best bowman in the world, but I must affirm that the barbarian Ekalavya has potentialities for attaining supremacy in no time." Drona went to the forest, followed by the princes, to meet Ekalavya, who was extremely delighted to see the great master of his dreams. Ekalavya received Dronacharya with all the devotion at his command. He washed the lotus feet of his master and sprinkled the sacred water on his head as an act of self-purification. After seating Drona on a cane throne, Ekalavya offered him the purest honey and worshipped his feet with various varieties of flowers and bamboo pearls. The princes were amazed at the adoration with which a barbarian received Drona, whom he regarded as his teacher. Ekalavya, bowing reverentially at the feet of his master, said, "I want to offer my humble Guru Dakshina to you. Please specify your choice." Drona replied, I do not know how I deserve your homage of Guru Dakshina. Even if it were true that you owe your art of archery to me, you are not a prince to derive any